violent chicks. Red flag number 17. All right. So I'm just going to read it straight out of the book, and then we're going to chop it up, share some stories. Anyway, number 7, violent women. So women that have violent tendencies are a massive red flag. I bolded that in the book. Early signs of violence are a small punch, a shove, attitude change. However, I've counseled many guys that have dodged knife attacks or had objects thrown at them from angry women throwing a hissy fit. Men are physically stronger than women, usually by a wide margin. So when there is a domestic violence issue or a call to the authorities over it, even if you're the innocent party making the call or defending yourself, it's likely that you'll be the one taken away in handcuffs rather than her. In most DV cases, men are automatically presumed guilty and women protected, even if she was the one starting the physical abuse. Moff, do me a favor. Can you put the red flag ticker just up at the bottom there for me? I've seen peaceful men during a divorce removed from their own home and children because women accuse their husband of domestic violence that never actually happened. I know this for a fact firsthand in many, many cases. Violence from any woman towards you for any reason should never, ever be tolerated. It's grounds for terminating the relationship immediately. To protect themselves, men must use their cell phone as a shield. The way that I describe it in the book, I'll continue reading this in a second to sort of clarify it. You're in a relationship with a gal, you're married to her, she's going crazy, losing her mind. You just turn on the phone, start recording, hold it up to your chest like this so you get the widest angle view possible, and then you just back out of the room, show your hand like this, cool your jets, just relax, please, come on, we don't need this again, make sure all of this is documented, and you get the hell out of the way, okay? Because last thing you want is to have her accuse you and you don't have any evidence of anything otherwise. Okay, so use your phone as a shield, record the video of erratic behavior for proof for the authorities or in your lawyers. If I haven't made it clear enough at this point, avoid all violent women at all costs. They're not even worth an FWB type of arrangement. When it comes to violent women, the juice truly isn't worth the squeeze. Some guys, usually guys that don't have better options, will stick with a violent gal. Oh, you know, she's nice, she's sweet, or she's not always like this, or she touches my pee-pee. Whatever your excuse is, that vortex of excuses that you sort of run through your head, it's not worth it. It really isn't. You're far better off putting your effort and resources into cultivating better options, more abundance in your life, improving your value, improving your attractiveness, so you don't have to tolerate psychopaths. You have the right as a man to reject chaos and anything that's going to rob you of your joy. I'm very, very serious about that. I had a date once, you know, with this gal, Moth, smoking hot chick. She was a personal trainer, so you know you can get an idea of what her bod might have looked like. And you know, we're sitting there. You know, you go for a stroll. You got your coffees. You know, as I talk about in my book, you know how you're normally supposed to do the first stage is a sniff test. You're chopping it up. You're having a conversation. She starts asking some questions, and she says something along the lines of, "Hey, Rich, you know, have you ever been in a police car before?" And I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, like, that's a very strange question to ask somebody, you know, that you've only known maybe for like 40 minutes or so. And I was like, wait, I go, have you ever been in the back of a police car? And she's like, yeah. And then she proceeds to tell me the story about how her ex-boyfriend wouldn't let her in the house. And she went around the side of the house and picked up a log that was used for the wood burning fireplace and threw it through the front window. He called the cops. She ended up in the back seat of the car. I didn't bother seeing that chick again. Like, to me, that just was not worth it. I don't think under any circumstances it's really worth it for you guys to engage in a woman that has violent tendencies. At the first sign of it, it should be immediate dismissal. What's your thoughts, Moth?
Yeah, I mean, this is the only, because guys love to ask, like, well, like, she's got a couple of the red flags, like, which ones are deal breakers and which one can I look the other way? This one is not. This is a non-starter. Not only because a woman that will put hands on you shows a blatant disrespect for your power as a man and what you can do to her. And like every day I'm seeing, I mean, there's just something happened. I saw something on X the other day. This woman got in this guy's face in a Walmart, and I don't know, she punched him, but she kind of like mushed his face or gave him like a forearm shiver. And he just like, stiff armed her, right? Like in the sternum, and she went flying and landed, and she was rolling around on the ground, like couldn't get up. You know, and you can look at Hollywood and all these Charlie's Angels, and it's like, oh, here's this 120-pound soaking wet girl that's beating the crap out of 250-pound guys that are supposedly, you know, trained in martial arts, and there's these experts, and it's it's a dangerous thing to propagate, but you can't win in that situation no matter what. You defend yourself in any way, you fight back in any way, you're getting carried out in cuffs, and you very well might do some damage that is going to land you in jail or permanently, damage or injure a woman. Because just again, I mean, if you're a guy that has any strength at all and it's an average woman, I mean, you blow on her, like you blow her and she falls down. Like, I will tell a quick story. So I got punched in the face by my ex in college. So this was, I can't remember exactly how this started. There was this going into my senior year of college, I dated this girl, and I talked about her on the podcast before, but the first chick that I ever was really serious about, we had been together all of junior year, and then she was going to London for an internship and I was staying in the States, and we basically didn't talk for 3 months. Basically the second date, she landed in London and she was like, "Hey, by the way, like I need to do my thing while I'm here, and don't call me, I'll call you." And at the same time, that was a really great summer for me, man. I got laid all kinds of times. Like I was just, that was like, I was going nuts that summer. But came back to school and I had actually started dating another girl over that summer. And then I came back, and then the girl, who came back from London, the girl that I had been dating, was like losing her mind. "Oh my God, I can't believe you would do this. I can't believe you would date some other girl." Or like we were supposed to have our whole senior year together. And of course I'm 22. I don't know any better. I'm the blue pilled plugged in guy. And she had always been, I remember I had gone through her stuff before, like I dug through her closet and found old journals of writings that she had kept about this boyfriend that she dated all throughout high school and then all throughout college until I came along. And he was always the dude that I knew was in the back of her mind. I said something along the lines of, I was like, "You're just mad because," I'm not going to say his name, "You're just mad because XYZ dumped you and got another girl and like wouldn't give you the time of day, and he doesn't want you back. Like, I'm sorry that you're second place." And she just went, pow, like hit me right in the mouth, dude. Just like straight right in the mouth. And in that moment, I like lunged after her to like shove her or grab her. And then I was like, "Oh, better not." And then, yeah, like, and then we spent the rest of the senior year, like trying to work things out. And I still tried to be the savior. I tried to save her and I tried to do the right thing. But yeah, I mean, in hindsight, actually, this is the first red flag that the aforementioned ex does not have. So she's 6 for 7. She wasn't violent.
Shoot.
But did I freeze? Am I good? Am I still there? Check 1, 2. Am I live? Chat. Can you guys hear me or no? I'm good. I think Rich might have frozen. Okay, Rich froze. So to continue the story, as Rich figures that out, yeah, she decked me right in the mouth. And I got big lips, as you guys can see, and I have sharp teeth. So I got a little bloody, but yeah, all learned that the hard way, man. But no, I had never had a girl that got violent with me again after that. But in hindsight, obviously should have ended that relationship immediately and that sort of thing. And yeah, it was a wild time. And that's before I had like guns in the house and things like that, where if I had that now, like, well, I do have that now, so don't come knocking. But we'll wait for Rich to get back in here. But yeah, this is a pretty cut and dry one. You're never going to win ever. Like, even if she attacks you, even if she comes at you with a weapon, even if there is ample evidence that she is the person that started it, she is the person that instigated it, cops show up and somebody's got to be taken away in cuffs. And 99% of the time, it's going to be you.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.